I don't get this. I just want to ask, basically, who do you guys think I am? Like, you really don't pay attention what this channel is for. One. Two, on Kevin Samuels, I've been very fair to him, fair about him, and everything. I've never really been that negative towards that guy. It's just that if there are facts coming out that are negative, I will speak on them. That's how it's always been. I've talked about other things that are negative about him, like his criminal past and things like that. So, I will mention whatever's negative about him to mention, if it's applicable, you know. But most of the time, I do say that generally the topics brought up about him are kind of boring, so I don't focus on them too much. But, on the whole thing of why would I talk about him, or it's like really extreme for me to talk about him, a lot of you guys act like I'm not supposed to, I guess, be on the woman's side of this type of side of YouTube or whatever. Because you guys always talk about black women doing this or saying this about people like this having a negative feeling towards him or whatever. I never really did, wasn't one of those black women on here doing that. But, I am one who is going to say the truth when I need to say the truth. I wanted to also address outside of the Kevin Samuels situation. It's almost like you guys get so confused with how I basically talk about these issues. I think it's because I have a topsy-turvy view of this. So some people like basically physical attraction to black men, but they think that black men don't amount to be anything, basically. They think they're lower just because they're black. They think blackness makes you a lesser achieving individual, lower status, and all this nonsense crap, okay? Which honestly is self-deprecating, but that's a whole different thing of what I think. I don't think that, obviously. I don't think blackness makes you a lower class individual. I don't think it's a bad thing as far as who you are as a person. Race does not define your character, your merit, your success, or anything of that nature. I really, really, truly, heartily believe in this with Hispanics more than black people, because black people, I never really had that thought in the first place. I never had to enforce a thought that I already thought was well known for me. Some people think that, blackness defines you as negative. I don't. I really don't. As a person, you aren't bad just because you're a black person, okay? You aren't a bad person if you're a black man. You aren't a bad person if you're a black woman. That's just not how I see it. My thing is, physical attraction, lack of physical attraction, and when I beef with some black men, yes, I will talk about that if it comes to it, You guys get so shocked that that's what I do, because I think most of the time you guys aren't used to people coming for you in a physical manner, You have too many people like Cynthia Chi talking about how they want to ride black big penises or whatever into the sun or whatever. That's just what they like or whatever. And, for me, well, what I think of those parts, not very positive things. Looks like what I push out of my butt, me. But anyway, to me, I kind of feel like you guys don't pay attention to the fact that what side I'm on is more aligned with, I guess, like, divested salad and things of that nature to some extent, I guess, on the physical, lack of physical interest. And when I'm vocal about that, when I beef with other black men and things of that nature, you guys get shocked and get freaked out and get upset. You get more upset than it seems like on other channels who are talking about you, not being good, quality men or whatever, calling you the N-word and calling you bullet bags, calling you animals and all this nonsense. I don't do that over here. That's just not my thing. I don't really think it's a smart idea to be black and call a black person the N-word, to be black and call a black person an animal, to be black and to call a black person a bullet bag in reference to their blackness, to say that they deserve to get shot, I guess, because they're black. I don't even know why they do that, but I think, either way, you're just self-deprecating yourself, in my perspective. I'm not saying that they're bad people for saying that. I mean, like, I don't judge what other people do on their channels. I subscribe to many channels, all sorts of channels for that matter. But what I'm trying to say here is that you guys really have to understand what side I'm on. And when it comes to this whole situation, I'm not gonna be all light on black men when the time doesn't call for it for me. When my perspective is different when it comes to physical attraction and things of that nature, and I'm vocal about it, it's usually not because I just woke up one day and was like, oh, this would be a cool thing to tell people that I'm just not attracted to black men. I don't do that. That's not why I do that. I would do it because um, it's asked for, basically. Like somebody's trying to make up that I like black men or something, or usually that's what it is, or saying something about being pick me, mammy, those things from the Cynthia G sector. Then those other people, um, black men, when they come trying to attack, they might attack in the sense of being a Cynthia G supporter type. Like they were coming after someone who's a Cynthia G supporter. When they come after me like that, it's just not really gonna be a good idea because I'm gonna have to be vocal about some stuff. And that's why some of you guys get shocked by some of the things I say, because it's like, you know, I'm just basically letting you know my perspective. You didn't have to open it up and let people know about this if you didn't make up stuff, if you didn't come with the wrong script against me, if you didn't have the record straight, then I have to straighten the record for you, you know. And so that's why sometimes you guys run into these situations where you'll be shocked that I will talk about things like that. But I'm going to talk about those things because you're making it open for that situation. If you don't make the assumption that someone's attracted to black men, we don't even have to talk about that. But many other time I do because of that. And the thing is, at the end of the day, majorly when it comes to the divested sector, and many people's cases, many platforms, I am definitely a defender of that platform or different platforms in that sector. So, I mean, I'm very supportive of them and I will defend them. So, I mean, like, when you guys get surprised about that, it's very weird. It's like, I'm not a part of the manosphere. I'm just someone who's not really angry at you guys. See, there's a difference, but I think you're just not used to my type. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.